A coalition of grassroots organizations made their way to City Hall today to try and make their case against an increase to police funding and more investment in social services. It's a move that puts Mayor Chow in a position of trying to appease to everyone, while there is the possibility of being criticized by all.
Things in the city are not going well. So what we need is actually not more police spending by tens of millions of dollars, which actually is not going to keep Toronto safer.
More voices are being added to the mix in the ongoing battle over how much Toronto police should be offered in this year's budget, if anything. The Cares Not Cops coalition is now standing on the mayor's doorstep, complete with charts and graphs to try and make their case.
We have data and research that shows repeatedly that policing is not what keeps communities safe.
Decisions that are made at City Hall, including the budget, either can support the co-creation of a healthy Toronto or be detrimental to its creation. For years, we have continued to see how money is continuously funneled into policing, despite there being ample evidence, data, reports, and research telling us what we already know.
They say police spending alone doesn't tie directly to crime rates, and there are other factors at play, including support for community services to prevent crime in the first place. So far this budget season, the police chief has called a lower increase equal to a cut. The mayor maintains there's more than enough money being offered from reserve funds.
It is a balancing act. It is putting a budget together is about making choices, and I have 2 more days to make those choices.
2 days to determine if there is enough money being diverted into social infrastructure like the city's shelter system. The people who might otherwise be considered Chow supporters say those are the things that still aren't being given enough attention on her watch.
Mayor Chow, you came to the stage trying to connect with communities like ours. You came to the stage coming from social housing, living in shelters, leaving domestic violence. Come back to your authentic lived experience and represent the neighborhoods that have been calling for change.
In terms of in this budget at this time, the staff budget and the budget committee recommendation have embedded in it a substantial investment in building more shelters and creating more affordable housing, especially rent geared to income housing.
Mayor Chow did mention that there will be an increase in budget to those service providers in order to cover the cost of inflation. We also know that she's not going to be making any public appearances tomorrow, presumably to continue preparation before releasing her version of the budget on Thursday morning. Mark McAllister, City News.